Alright, I think we're back, guys. Well, we're live again. I couldn't find an issue, but I tried the old turn it off and on again trick. Always works, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Every time someone asks me a computer question, I said, "Did you turn it back on?" Always works.
Well, see if it always works. It's got a couple of Casey games now. Oh yeah, these are... This one is when Casey is Diamond, so this is clearly a few days ago.
Wait, Casey's Diamond?
Yeah,
When the hell did this happen?
a few days ago.
God damn it, now I gotta play ladder.
You do. Game seems to be a magic number.
Alright, well. Now I know what I'm doing before the all kill.
Yep, and I'm already dropping frames, so the issue's still here, whatever it is.
That's so weird.
Yeah. I mean, we're only on a loading screen.
Yeah.
I can see on my upload graph, there's like nice steady upload, and then occasionally there's massive dips and spikes. That's clearly where the frames are dropping.
I wonder if that's just your internet. It sounds like it.
It might be. Or maybe it's like a problem, maybe I need to update OBS or something like that. I don't know. Just see how this game goes. If it's that bad, people in stream chat I'm sure can let us know.
Yep. Alright. Well, spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Iron Fortress, I
Yep.
think,
Right.
is the Red Zerg Slayer. And in the lower left-hand corner, we have the blue Zerg sport. Oh my lord! The blue Zerg for all inspiration. It's G-Dog Casey.
Now Diamond used to be plat.
Diamond G-Dog Casey.
Back when, well, back when like 3 days ago was a thing. Was plat.
Yeah.
So I've played, I think, how many games have I actually played on this map? I can go ahead and check. I have the technology. I have played 7 games, of which one of them was ZVZ. So I'm ready to talk about stuff. That being said, Casey doesn't care. He's going to go 13-12. So, yeah.
Excellent. He's keeping to the strategy of I'm just going to kill them very fast and piss them off.
It's nice on a 4-player map, and it's also nice on a new map as well, because you can, if this was cross-spawns, for example, Casey could keep this hidden for a surprisingly long time, and then just say, hey, look at this, I have all of these lings that you weren't prepared for. So Slayer is going to have a little bit of... Oh, actually, Casey's bringing back that second Overlord. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's smart. Gotten halfway, and the other one is past the point where if it were horizontal or vertical, he would...
Maybe it's not a smart play. Maybe it's a mistake.
Or is he... He's Diamond. He clearly knows what he's doing.
I thought it was to hide this Overlord, to try and hide his spawning position. Slayer actually going to find out. His Overlord's going kind of wonky. He's not going to see this Overlord. Oh, he is,
no,
just.
He catches it.
Okay, he knows.
Wow. Yeah. But I mean, he still went hatch... Or no, he went pool... hatch gas, so he should be relatively safe.
Should be. He still has to realize what's going on. He's making 2 lings, throwing 3 in gas. If he gets like a baneling nest first, then I think he's gonna be alright. Player, that is.
Won't see these lings until it's too late, but he might just have enough in case he's got more lings on the way, though. No, he doesn't.
Oh, he will do soon. Pretty sure all his lava from here on out is going to be into these into lings, and if he does sneak past the scout group, and he's going to enter the area and see, oh, there's a couple more lings. Well, I'll kill those, and there's going to be a little bit of awkward time where he can't really pressure as he's waiting for speed to finish, but this is going to be a real nuisance for Slayer.
Yeah, and he can at least snipe off this natural if he wanted to. Slayer, meanwhile, he's got the Baneling Nest now. He went Baneling Nest first as soon as he saw this. He's got a Spine Crawler in his mineral line, so he'll be able to protect that pretty well and keep Casey from there.
Casey's lings are going to get picked up here. He's got to run. Got to run them. Oh, is he going to get out? Oh, speed kicks in.
Oh,
Okay.
speed finishes just in time. That could have been really bad. But now he's going to be able to get the surround.
That is juicy. Get that surround. Zergling speed only just started now for Slayer. A little bit late, actually. A little bit panicky, maybe. No Baning Nest in sight for Slayer as well, so he's got to rely on his Queens and Spine Crawlers, but Casey's just going to morph in Banelings and bust through.
Slayer, he had a Baning Nest, but he cancelled it when he thought he pushed Casey back.
Oh no, that explains a lot.
Yeah, he got greedy. He was building one. He went that before speed. That was a really big mistake by Slayer, and Casey's going to be able to break in here, kill this Spine Crawler with Banelings, kill a lot of drones. Ooh.
Gets all the lava. That's nice.
Yeah, gets all the larvae, killed off quite a few drones.
A little bit of indecision, I think, here by Casey. He's going up and down, back and forth.
Yeah.
He's going to get this queen in the natural, though, and he's going to stop any reinforcements coming from this natural. Maybe finally get the kill on this natural. And think about what he wants to do next. I think he should probably pull one of these guys out of gas, because he's banking up a lot of gas. He's got enough for 12 Banings. He's not really going to need 12 Banings anytime soon.
Yeah, he could definitely pull out of gas with one or two of his guys and keep this aggression on pretty good. I mean, he's going to get that. He's going to lose a few links in the process. He focused that without trying to fight any of the reinforcements.
Throw it back in hip chat that we're back. So Casey said he's going to watch all of these games, and he's the only person who left the hip chat, or left the stream chat. So ironic, because we're now casting his game. And he's maybe in a little bit of trouble here. The Banelings do go off. Dead Zerglings fly everywhere.
The Banelings aren't getting the best of hits, but they do weaken Slayer just enough that the reinforcements will clean up. Slayer trying to pick those Banelings off before they get into his base. But with two Spine Crawlers, I don't know if Casey should even bother. He should just go home, maintain map control, and expand.
He does have the Baneling edge, though, right? These Banelings... Oh, no. If these Banelings are going to be popping on one ling, then maybe he won't have a Baneling edge. So many Banelings getting wasted there by Slayer. Nice plays there. And these Banelings are looking for hits. They get a nice hit on that back squad of Banelings. And, the Transfuse is going to keep that Spine Crawler alive.
Yeah, and I think that should be called the end of this, right? I mean, that's a lot of resources he invested for a Spine Crawler and didn't even get it.
Yeah, Slayer has stabilized at this stage. It's now a case of... if Casey wants to continue the aggression, he's going to have to out-micro Slayer.
Yeah, and it looks like he wants to. He's still building Zerglings. He's not trying to get that expansion or anything. Drone going down now to get it, but I mean, that's a lot of Banelings.
Yeah, that was a nice 2 for 3 there by Casey, his third Baneling popping on all the lings, and once again there's a squad of lings in, and they're going to try and get that Spine Crawler down. That's going to mitigate some of the defenders' advantage.
Yeah, but with 4 links, he really can't do anything else, and I think he's just going to back off now, right?
I think he's going to morph these into Banelings and keep going, to be honest.
Yeah, well, he's building more lings. So... I'm not a big fan of this. Slayer has been able to stabilize. He's been able to maintain both these Spine Crawlers for quite a while. The second one will get up in time, I imagine.
Oh no! His Banelings get found. They're all going to get picked off. He's going to have to cancel and run as he does so. And I think Casey's got to run.
Yeah, Slayer has a ling advantage. Yeah, it's 17 lings to 8 now with all those Banelings morphing. That was a bad decision to do that.
Oh, is he going to surround these though? Oh my god. Gotta let these finish. Gotta let these finish. This is gonna be amazing.
Yes! One of them will finish.
Sick.
Alright. Meanwhile, there's a counterattack by Slayer into a lot of Banelings by Casey. So,
Casey cleaned it up.
Guys, can we stop now? Can we go? Can someone build a hatchery? No.
I mean, this is the grey area that everyone below like diamond level, to some extent, hates. And no, that's a complete fault. Everyone below diamond level is like, guys, I don't quite understand the build order. I do the build order and then I just die because this guy just made lings and attacks me. There's this grey area of Zerg versus Zerg build orders of, am I safe to drone up my natural yet? And the answer so far for this game is no.
Yeah.
There is no natural.
Casey's got the overlords. He knows the Slayer's coming, but he's got a good defender's advantage. Morphing in some more Banelings just to be extra safe. Queen coming down the ramp. I don't think Slayer can break this. If Casey micros these Banelings even half well.
I I'd like Casey to split the banelings up into pairs and maybe start spreading them out.
Yeah, I mean, Slayer's going to run in with a large pack of banelings that are not split at all. Casey, this is the perfect time to just win. Oh, Casey. Casey!
Well, somehow some of Casey's stuff stayed alive there. No idea how. Wow.
Magic.
Yeah.
Magic on that.
Like sometimes in Ling Baneling Wars, everything kind of just dies, and that was it.
That was one of those times.
Yeah.
But Slayer is still building units, and he's going after this. Casey's hatchery has finished, though, so I think with this larva advantage, he'll be able to stabilize and even win from here, if he can hold off the attack. Nice little trade, 1 for 1.
Oh.
Would love to see him split up his Zerglings a little more. Oh, nice.
Queen might get focused down, but it'll be at the cost of all of his Zerglings. Gonna have to get a retreat there. Opting for going into the main, maybe a distraction for the Banelings running into the natural. A nice trade there by the Baneling of Slayer. But these Lings in the main aren't gonna get much work done. They're mostly gonna fall.
Casey's going up 10, 11 supply now. He's starting to, I think he's pulling ahead.
Slowly.
To maintain this natural. And all these fair trades are just going in his favor. He's even building a couple drones now. This is... I think the tides have turned and Casey has the advantage.
Yeah, Casey is held. I'd like to see him maybe throw down a creep tumor or something with this extra energy, but to be honest, it's also nice to keep it there. In this scenario, maybe he can pull the queen down from the main and transfuse with that energy. That would be quite nice. But in Camp Slayer, he's just making links and banelings. He might even, if he wants to go all in with this, he should uproot his spines and take them across the map. That's not even like a silly thing to do right now.
No, if Slayer at this point needs to do that. Casey, don't group your banelings like that, please.
Gotta split them up into twos.
Yeah.
Or you're playing with fire.
Yeah, he's been trading very well 1 for 1 so far. Oh, Casey wastes the banelings on the morphing ones. I'm not sure how that was gonna go.
It's alright if it's a group of like 3 or more banelings, because the baneling cocoons take 3 banelings to kill them, so...
It was 2 for 2. So it was basically trading for 2 banelings.
Not bad.
It wasn't too bad, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Casey can take an even trade, because he's got the economy to back that up. Slayer needs cost-efficient trades, because his economy is much weaker. Casey's economy is bordering on 50% stronger right now.
Yeah, and Slayer's going for 1 more, but I mean, every time Slayer attacks, he just looks... His army's gotten smaller.
Oh!
Casey grouping up in a very...
That drone just lights up.
Yeah.
Do not
Casey's
care.
been getting some of the nicest trades I've ever seen. And some of these close spots with banelings. I don't know how he's pulling it off. Must have bought David Kim dinner.
One baneling completely whiffed. The second baneling though, wow, never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Baneling
still-
got flying to the hole.
20 Zerglings produced for Casey versus 4 for Slayer. I mean,
Yeah,
It's
Casey
just-
can take these trades.
it's going to be a slow and painful death for Slayer at this rate. He just refuses to even try and macro. He's just now moving down to take a natural.
There were certainly times where he could have taken a natural. I think it would have been during when his aggression was happening, because right now this is not the time to take a natural, because Casey is in your natural and is attacking you, and he will be taking this link fight and probably cancelling this hatchery.
Oh, and Slayer moving the spine crawlers now. Casey could pounce on this if he wants to. That is going to opt to sit on the low ground, get some banelings, and go for the kill.
I got some serious deja vu here. If Casey runs all his lings up this ramp, I will... Okay, good.
Oh, thank God. What?
Baneling. Wow, that Baneling has some serious conditioning.
Yeah. Nicely done by Slayer to keep that baneling from popping.
Oh, he
I don't-
uprooted both.
this
Oh dear.
is- Why would... That is a bad idea. Oh, he's trying to oh, that went so well for him. And with a bunch of Zergling coming down the ramp now,
Never mind.
still not enough.
Never...
A lot
Oh!
of banelings. Go home. Just go home. Please go home. God.
Slayer really wants a natural. I mean, he has 13 drones, so his main's probably only half mined out at this stage, to be honest. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, so half, 2/3 mined out, so he can stay on one base for the next, like, 4 minutes or so, probably.
Ooh. Good trades. I mean, the supply count cell is it's 50 to 20 at this point. Like, even though Casey looks like he's getting pushed back, it's just
Doesn't matter, really.
Yeah, he's
Like, he is getting pushed back, but he has a half-saturated natural.
yeah.
So much better than Slayer.
This is the opportunity. When Casey pushed that last little bit off, I think he should have gone for it. And with these spines uprooting again.
Oh, they're right next to each other as well, so they can be splashed on by banelings.
Ooh.
That's not so good. Slayer's deciding now is the time for a Roach Warren, the 20-minute Roach Warren timing.
This has been 20 minutes of Ling Bane. Holy
This
Lord.
has? Yeah.
Oh, Slayer does get around with a... Casey's just got a massive army.
And the door is wide open.
Yeah, the door's wide open. He's got reinforcements about to pop soon, or popping soon, so he should be able to clean this up. I mean, as long as Casey plays this engagement right, he should be able to get through this 2 spines and 3 banes.
He's just going to pull the army home. I think he can clean this up with the reinforcements, to be honest, but he's actually going to kill a lot of drones in his natural, going back down to 12 versus 14 drones. And that was most of Casey's drone lead there. He is mining a little bit more efficiently, though.
Yeah, and with Roaches coming out now, I mean, Casey doesn't even have a Warren down, does he?
2 roaches, though.
Yeah, but I mean, 2 Roaches is the beginning of more than 2 Roaches.
I mean, yes, it is.
Now there's 3. It's more than 2. I was
That's
right.
50% more than 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, these Roaches can tank up a lot of these Baneling shots. They're going to be hard for Zerglings to kill, and it's going to be very hard for Casey to break through here.
I think if he just rushes in with the Banelings first, splits them up into 2s and marches them all in 2 by 2, pretending this is like Noah's Ark or something, he can just stomp right through, to be honest.
Yeah. He's got a lot more Banelings than I thought he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just needs to go.
Yes, the units tab right now shows 40 Lings ahead by Casey, 6 Banelings ahead, but Slayer has the 3 Roach lead. And finally secures his natural at the 22-minute mark.
Yeah, that's, Oh, and Casey pulled those Lings out, so he's going to be able to pick off a few of them and just rush on it. Where are the Banelings? Oh, there's 2 Banelings. Oh, that's huge. Casey's able to get 2 Lings into the main and kill off a lot of those drones with Banelings.
That's going to be the nail in the coffin here for Slayer as all his army goes down. Casey just turns all his Banelings onto that one Roach, still alive. And, well, Casey did lose most of his army. That was an incredibly cost-inefficient trade, but it doesn't really matter.
He's still up 20 supply.
And a
maintain
base.
That huge supply lead. And a base.
Yeah.
I don't even know how those Zerglings got in there. I would love to figure that out.
Yeah.
I just looked and there was blue in the base and it blew up and then there was no red.
Well, I've got a feeling that this game is going to be over in like 5 seconds, so we can go back and have a look at that, because I totally missed it on stream as well.
Yeah.
I mean, spoilers, it's 35 to 6 supply. D with little slashes. Alright, let's get back and have a look at that.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell those Lings got in there.
Game paused.
A little bit more.
Game paused.
I think this is it.
Yeah, right around here.
Alright. How do these Lings get in?
He's probably just gonna walk right in and we're gonna look like idiots. Yeah, he just walks right in.
He does a lap. He's like, yep, victory lap. There's the champagne.
Slayer even...
The queen, yeah, he knows they're there. He sends his queen over. But...
Still not attacking.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh, now they're there. And yeah.
Boom.
But like 80% of his mineral economy right there.
Yep. Oh no. Well, I've seen the rest of this game.
Yeah.
Cool. That was,
Nice.
yeah, that's the reason why I say I'm not going to give you a time to build your lair in ZVZ, Silver League Zerg player, because there isn't a time. It's when you're safe.
Yeah.
That's not even like a condescending thing. It's just like, if I tell you to build it at 7 minutes in this game, you'd be dead. You
Yeah,
would just
that
be rip. Alright, so I believe this is Casey's promotion game here. Spoilers.
You can lose and still get promoted. I've had it happen.
Well, there you go. No spoilers. Against the elusive Platinum Barcode. He's got many Smurf accounts in top career GM, most of them map hacking. Very good at building oracles and dodging your observers that you can't see. Actually, most pro gamers as well.
Alright. Well, spawning in the lower right-hand corner of Cactus Valley, we have the red Zerg for all inspiration. It's G-Dog Casey. And in the upper left-hand corner, the blue Terran, it is Barcode, or ill. I love how that worked out. That's nice.
An interesting selection of I's and L's. Some people are illy. And yeah, there's a massive different types of barcodes. I think mine was just 8 L's. Had a barcode.
I think mine's mostly eyes.
Yeah.
I like the eyes.
I think I
This map.
yeah, I played one ZVT on this map and vetoed it. So
I played one ZVP on it, and yeah, I vetoed it too.
yeah,
I was just like, you can't kill Protoss on this map. They just hunker down, and they're just like, all right.
I might unveto it when someone figures out where all of the safe Overlord spots are, but I'm content with the map pool I have for the time being.
Yeah. This isn't a very good Reaper map, is it? It doesn't look like it.
You can jump through the outside, so if we go to the left of where this CC first, by the looks of things, will be built, you can jump in from this third base, up onto this little ledge, past the natural wall-off area, and into the main.
Oh, I see it. Alright, that's itty-bitty, but...
That's pretty much it. So that's how you get into the main from outside. Else you just jump through the natural. You can get in through the natural area as well, like the bottom area of the natural. Jump in, go around the back of the mineral line. So like a building nexus or hatchery or whatnot won't be able to see you, and then just jump into the main there as well.
Yeah. Casey gets a nice scout off and sees the CC first with his Overlord. So he knows he should be relatively safe from any sort of early Reapers.
Yeah, you can just go ahead and throw down a third hatch right now if you want, but Casey's going to opt for the gas instead.
I like this choice. It gives you really good map pressure very early on, and you can deal with any sort of Hellions that come out.
Yep. And meanwhile, I wonder if the barcode actually saw that Overlord.
You might have caught a glimpse of it, but Casey moved pretty quick, so...
Yeah, Casey was in vision of this depot, maybe. Looks... We'll wait and see. If this barcode doesn't send an SED scout out, or just send it straight to the bottom, then we'll know.
Yeah. And it looks like it will be Reaper, because as soon as his barracks lands, he has enough to build one, so... Is he gonna go 3cc? Oh no, Marine.
He should do. He's got the money to. Gonna throw down a bunch of barracks. Casey still has 3 in gas. Binding nest?
It looks like it. He's not opting to expand. No?
Hmm. Gotta be something. First layer, maybe? Blind
Yeah.
Crawler Rush?
2 base Muta wouldn't be bad.
I mean, we joke about that spine crawler rush that Cyrex did, but that's actually like an old Nest T build.
Yeah.
Guess you missed that one. Casey is saying, I'm so good at pretending not to know.
Oh, so you guys practice. My guess has got to be two base. Oh, this is going to be some Roach Bane bust, isn't it?
Bailing Nest is being thrown down in the natural. I like that he's put it in the natural, actually, so if this Terran chooses to scan, as he hasn't actually sent anything out yet, if he chose to scan, which isn't uncommon, he'd just see that you're mining gas, and there's a thing happening that's scary.
Yeah. And speed finishes up, and Casey's moving out. I guess it's just your standard Link Bane bust. But this is going to hurt quite a bit. The Terran has one bunker with 2 Marines, some more in production, but he's not really going to have that much to hold with.
Yeah, this
is
is
going to hurt.
The army supply is 25 to 6. It is 36 Zerglings to 4 Marines, half of which are in the bunker and half of which are just kind of chilling. I guess it's lucky for them, because there's some banings coming.
There are Widow Mines in production, and if Casey waits a little bit too long, those Widow Mines could stop this, but it doesn't look like he's going to hesitate even for a second. And he's just going to smash through here, starting now.
Yep, he can send 5 banelings and pop this pretty easily. The first baneling will die before it gets to the bunker, but the splash radius will be just enough, and Casey comes charging forward, around all of the Marines, and I believe that's Sparko's entire army. He has 2 Widow Mines left. Here they are.
Casey could have saved those banelings and busted up the ramp quite quickly. He had enough. Instead, he's going to have to wait.
Sends all the lings up. Don't want to do that with the Widow Mines here. Gotta send...
Yeah.
I think he's seen the Widow Mines. Has he?
Yeah, he saw them with the first 4 and then decided to send the whole army after it stopped, thankfully.
Okay.
But these banelings are still going to go up, and are they actually going to get through here? Oh my lord. Oh.
That was 18 lings dying there.
Yeah, it's 18.
Okay, so Casey definitely he definitely knows there are Widow Mines now, so you got to send a few lings up to defuse first. Ideally, you sit them on maybe halfway up the ramp, so the Marines can't kill the ling before the Widow Mine goes off. And at the very least, if this barcode is on the ball, he will unbarrow the Widow Mine, and then you just bust anyway because you unbarrowed the Widow Mine.
Yeah. Casey is building drones again. Oh, never mind, he's building lings. I saw drones moving.
Building more lanes, yeah. More lanes.
This is just, he's just gonna go for the throat. Here we go.
Another 8 banelings, that's more than enough to get through here.
Yeah, but there are 5 Widow Mines, and a medevac, and quite a few Marines, so this isn't gonna be as easy to hold. He's even gonna try to drop a Widow Mine on the army? Well, that was interesting.
He gets 2. And I guess these Widow Mines are quite aggressively placed now as well, so any future busts are going to be really inhibited by these mice being on the low ground. This is really cool.
Yeah, that's quite a nice little hold. I don't think Casey saw that one, but...
Nice defuse there.
Yeah, gonna send up another one, defuse this guy.
Very nice.
Oh, this is not gonna...
Ouch, ouch.
Ooh, that second one rearmed just in the nick of time. There's another Widow Mine. Ow. I think now it's time to go home.
Yeah, now is the time to stop, but Casey's still building more. Oh dear. Nice
As
pickup
we
on
learned from last game, Casey just likes to keep going.
that.
Oh god. He is playing with fire right now.
Ouch, ouch.
Okay.
Let's see. 72 lings and 12 banelings for 2 mines, 10 SCVs, and 6 marines. The units lost tab is 18 plus. I'm not going to show that again.
Wow. Yeah. The Terran held that very well. He's only lost 1,500 resources to Casey's almost 4,000.
Yeah, I mean, contrary to popular belief, you can hold most cheeses with a CC first. It's kind of a case of knowing how to do it and microing well. You've got to have a pretty polished skill set to do it. But if you do, you have a lot more units than like maybe a Reaper Expand opener or whatnot, because you have that extra income.
Yeah.
So,
And this
Barcode's
Terran
setup
was
is so
very-
nice.
Yeah, he was very cool and collected too during all that. He didn't freak out and like try to spam bunkers. He just kind of played patiently and knew the Widow Mines would come out in time.
Barcode hasn't done any scouting though, so going back to that first Overlord, he has never seen, he didn't see that, so he's checked the corner base, he scanned the opposite side of the map, so he now knows that KC is vertical, so that's a pretty big error.
Yeah.
So-
And yeah. Oh, there are no cross spawns on this map. Interesting.
you can spawn cross, yeah. He scans
Oh, you
cross.
just said he scanned cross. That explains why there's a randomized circle. But yeah, this drop's going across now. Casey looks prepared though. Yeah, he's got a spire building and he's got spores in both bases to deter it.
Yeah, so he's ready. I'd like to see him split his Lings and Banes up between each mineral line and just leave like them just running around on patrol for a bit. Looks like he's just going to use the old F2A trick though. Panel his inner Protoss.
Yeah. He does clean up quite a little bit of this. The Terran kind of kept dropping. But now he's got a free reign into the natural.
Oh,
Or a juke.
bit of both.
That was interesting.
Yeah, he's going to drop on top of this block roller.
Almost lost that medevac. Very close. Kills the queen. He's going to do a bit of damage with this, but... Oh.
This Terran loves his medevac micro.
Yeah, he got a couple banelings with it. That was quite nice. Gonna run home and sit behind. We're now up to 9, 10, 11 Widow Mines? 12? Good lord.
Yeah, and most of them have been very cost efficient so far. I mean, we got 17 kills, 0, that's a new one, 14 on this one, 3 on this one, that's another new one there. That one's got 26, this one's got 0. I mean, there's been a lot of Widowmine shots this game.
Yeah.
Casey
Casey
actually rocking the double layer.
What?
He's got two
wow.
layers.
Nice. Hey, it's safe if one of them gets dropped and you lose it.
Yeah, and you can still make a layer tech transition, I guess.
Yeah. Get the double upgrades going. 15 banelings in production. He's not utilizing that spire though. I'm kind of surprised. I figured he'd build a wave of mutas if he could.
I think both players kind of seem absolutely terrified of the other right now, to be quite honest. Like, Casey he's had the time to put a reasonable wave of drones on his third base. I guess he's getting a few there now. But really needs the minerals and not the gas. He's got 1,000 gas and he's taking 2 more gas geysers, so I'd just like to see some drones mining minerals there, but... Yeah, this Terran is also, he's building his third CC, but he hasn't floated it out anyway yet. He is going to wait for that Widow Minefield to do some work. For some reason, he's also getting weapons upgrades for his Mass Widow Mine build. I'd much prefer him get armor if he's going to get any upgrades, because, ouch.
Yeah, I wonder if that's just a misclick.
It must be.
Or he, yeah, because most Terrans know the Widow Mine doesn't do anything with that.
Yeah, there's no weapon icon here. It's like a spell, an auto-cast spell or something like that.
Yeah. He's got his medevac production going a bit better now. He's up to 4, he got 2 more on the way. Yeah, both players are just kind of waiting. Oh, there's a drop in the main. I missed that.
He was very carefully stutter-stepping against the spawning pool so the spawning pool doesn't run away. I don't know.
And those mutas are going to show themselves now and clean up this medevac.
Yeah, so what have we got for the units tab? Well, that's not the units tab. That's a lot of Lingbane actually, and there's only 21 Marines, but that's a disgusting amount of Widow Mines. Is that like too many Widow Mines? Is 14 too many?
I think you don't want to build much more than 14, but, I mean, they hit everything, so... Can't be that bad. +3 weapons for Terran already on the way, with +2 armor, so that's a bit of a mistake it looks like, and he's just building all the upgrades.
I mean, upgrades are good. Casey's getting a couple of upgrades as well. He's getting his 2-2. So Terran does have a nice little upgrade lead, where his +1 attack is only going to be met by +2 armor. He's actually moving out without most of his Widow Mines. He's left those back at home for the most part for some reason. I guess that's going to be another misclick. But this bio army is pretty scary. He's got a lot of Marines and Marauders, and there's only 15 Banelings, but there's enough Lings to get a wraparound.
And he didn't bring any of the mines, so if Casey pounces on this, this is death.
Well, the mines are going to be set up as a retreat thing here.
Oh no, I don't want to watch this. Oh. Alright, Stefano. That worked. So yeah, and I think now Casey just...
So when you kill an entire Terran army for free, you generally just continue to aim move.
Yeah. I don't even, I don't have words. Like, I feel so bad for the Terran, but at the same time, I love seeing that.
It's just like justice, right?
Yeah.
Even if this only happens one in every 100 games, like, that's worth it.
Yeah. This Terran is salty.
AC is dying in chat. Like, he played this game, he's made a highlight video of this game and put it on Reddit, and he still finds it funny. Oh, this Terran...
Wait, that was your high... Oh my god.
Yeah!
I didn't watch it, I just saw the title and knew exactly what I was gonna see. Oh my god.
That was crazy. This Terran just seems sad, he doesn't seem salty. Poor guy. Oh well.
That's gotta be the most disheartening thing. Like, if you could fungal your own units, I think that's the equivalent.
Pretty much, yeah. So I think my stream's better now. It only dropped a little bit at the start of the ZVZ, and I'm still... It looks fine now, touch wood. So turning off and on again was a good trick.
Well done. Pro IT.
I don't know, yeah.
Casey says welcome to Dime. Yeah, that's a good way to get in there, Casey.
Yeah. Blizzard was just like, alright, you get the free pass because you just pulled that off. Somehow. I think that's 4 replays. Okay. Goes to a casted folder. Click. What else have we got? I mean, there's a bunch of me replays, but I don't want to cast myself because that's weird.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do the old ones as well. Oh, here's one from Fruit Potato. Do this one. Folder. What else have we got? There's one from Sin. I got a feeling we've cast this one in the past, but maybe it's a different one. It was a good game if it's the same one.
Okay.
I am gonna put a replay of myself because I don't know. Why not?
Why not?
I've cast plenty of games before.
Yeah.
Problem is, I have this memory that I can remember like every game that I've played for the most part. So I'll have to put on my best CTL casting me impersonation and play dumb and ask, "Oh look, I wonder what my opponent's doing," because I know exactly what I'm doing. All right. Games. Start off with this one. So this is back in 20th of November 2014. Old game.
Oh wow, this. Yeah, this is an old one.
Yep. Yeah. Metalopolis. What a map. I remember this. I was playing like a bunch of games against Tang one day, and he smashed me. Completely
Yeah, that's
smashed me.
normally what happens.
Yeah. I did this one.
Alright. Well, spawning in the 12 o'clock position of Metalopolis, the pink Zerg, we have Tang. And flying across the map, the yellow Terran going to the gold base, we have Stark.
Yeah.
I should have figured you'd do this.
Look, after you get smashed 4 times in a row by Tang, you kind of just don't care anymore, right?
Every Terran I played when I played Metalopolis back in the day did this, so I just kind of immediately sent my Overlord there.
Yeah, I mean, I did this against Casey once, and he kind of saw me and made lings and killed me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Tang's Overlord looks like it could do the same thing. He's kind of angled down, he'll probably cut a corner. Actually, where is that Overlord going? An odd path.
It seems to be rallied somewhere by my supposed third.
That's yeah, I kind of like that actually, because it'll catch the ramp if you see anything. Interesting pathing for sure.
Yeah, I see Jacobus in chat says he has a TVZ, but then I've also seen that he's left the chat. So I guess I'll message him in hip chat. But yeah, I'm going for the pool first. That's pretty tangy.
Yeah. On this map, I think Poolverse is kind of smart, though.
Yeah, I mean, back in Dream Pool, this was when Terrans were pulling out all of the shenanigans. See Exhibit A, this game.
Yeah. So you have Tank just going for a standard kind of Zerg opener, pool, hatch. Yep, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a gas here soon.
If not, he'll be opting for some kind of Roachy thing, maybe double gas in around 2.5 to 3 minutes time. No scouting by Tang yet. This first Overlord is just kind of chilling in the bottom corner of the map.
Yeah, he just kind of blindly assumed that since he didn't see you at the vertical, or the close by air, that you were...
Oh, this was forced cross
spawns.
at this stage.
But this was force crossed at this stage.
Yeah, Dream Pool Metal was forced cross.
God, it's been so long since I played this. I swore I used to have close by vertical. But yeah, so even worse, he just has no vision. And there's a bunker, a factory, and this is going to be quite interesting from you, Stark.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine some sort of Hellion play is coming.
Yeah, meanwhile, what's Tang doing? He's got 6 lings, he's waiting for that Reaper to show up.
Yeah.
Not shown up yet. Maybe he's gonna send these across the map at some point and apply some bit of pressure. But he's getting a few more queens out, and he's going to be saturating that natural, and I imagine he'll be throwing down a couple of gases very shortly here as well, probably after these queens pop.
Yeah, and Tang just scouted your supposed natural, and you're not there. So he's figuring some sort of one-base shenanigans are about to start.
Yeah.
But he still doesn't know that you're at the gold and have a much faster one-base shenaniganry. Starport going down as well. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, so I've got the reactor coming here as well, so no fancy units, just a Widow Mine and probably a medevac. Maybe a Viking afterwards.
Yeah. Tang's in a pretty good position to spot any sort of drops, though. He's got a nice little Overlord line on the outside of that base to see anything coming up from your supposed original base.
Yeah, that's true. And he's actually taking a third.
Taking a third. He's taking 3 gases right now. So he's getting to quite a good economic position, and you still haven't put any pressure on him. So this is... If whatever you've got up your sleeve doesn't do a lot of damage, he's going to be in quite the good position afterwards.
Yeah, he's got his Roach Warren going down in the natural here, so he'll be able to get some of those out as soon as his gases get rolling here. He is approaching 2 base saturation here very shortly. Around 7 minutes is appropriate for 2 base saturation, assuming no harassment, but I mean, here's the first medevac.
Yep, a double Widow Mine drop. Tang sees this with all of his overlords, but he's not really moving. He's gonna let this take root. These Widow Mines are gonna hurt. A lot.
Yeah, the Lings get popped there, and these Marines, they're going for it. Forcing the drones to be pulled off the line. The Queens are retreating as well, and there are a few Roaches in production, but he's going to be throwing down some Spore Crawlers as well in this time he has to breathe for a bit.
Yeah, he's gonna use these Queens to try and weaken some of the Marines. Probably pick off 1 or 2, and here comes another drop with another 2 Widow Mines, or 1 Widow Mine.
Yeah. Widow Mines are doing work, but these Roaches are probably going to put an end to this.
Yeah, very nice pickup on those Marines, stopping them from taking any Widow Mine splash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So behind this, Tang is just going to keep droning up, it seems. What's his scouting like?
Getting a lair,
Nothing.
droning up that 3rd base. I mean, he knows he's kind of pushed you back for now.
Still has no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, he has absolutely no vision of you. Taking both gold bases now.
I mean, why not?
No, it's smart. He has no clue where you are. And this is a scary little army you have. 16 Marines, a tank, and quite a few medevacs.
Yeah.
Widow Mine leading the charge.
Widow Mine is weird how they're faster than everything else. I never quite understood that, but either way, going to be sieging up on this statue. Tang is going to be like, oh, what? What's this? Both overseers going down there, so that's pretty nice. And the siege tank is going to be annoying here. Going to be picking off at these Roaches.
Elevatoring up, very nice. This is going to be very hard to break without a good flank from that 3rd base.
Yeah, and that 3rd base, does he have anything over there? Just a few drones, no Queens, no reinforcements coming from there, so it's all going to be Roaches from the main and the natural, but engaging into an elevated position is always really tricky.
Yeah.
Ideally, these tanks are actually positioned a little bit to cover this ramp well, but the 2nd tank should do that, but maybe that's a little bit overextending?
I'd say yeah, but there's so many Marines here that they'll protect it pretty well. Moving the 2nd tank up to the high ground. This, I think, might be overreaching just a bit, as now he can kind of clean you up from one spot. He's going to have a hard time breaking up that ramp, though.
Well, I think the longer this goes on, the better it gets for Tang, as he's just going to be building Roaches, and eventually he's just going to pounce as soon as he's feeling comfortable, which I guess is now pulling the boys from everywhere as well. Focusing the back tanks down, and he didn't even need the boys. That was just like a taking no chances, I guess.
Yeah, whenever he gets an excuse to pull the boys, he pulls the boys.
This is true. He's a Terran player at heart, after all.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah. So, neither of you really have any idea about what's going on, except for, like, a little bit. You have no clue about this 3rd base, and Tang still has not found either of your bases.
I mean, yeah, Tang has absolutely no idea what's going on this game, really. Now that he sees that I have a tank on his high ground here shelling his creep tumors, but that's all he really knows. He is now going up to a Hydralisk Den and an Infestation Pit at the same time. Up to 60 drones as well, so this is a lot of economy from Tang, so he's just going to be pumping Roaches from here on out. He's got nothing else he needs to do, really.
Yeah, I mean, Tang has the most aggressive approach, as he likes to put it. The word roach in it.
This is true. So, going to be pushing out onto Creep here, cleaning a bit of this up, killing the statue, because no one liked that guy anyway.
Yep. That Widow Mine is still sitting there. It could be sitting right on that ramp if it wanted to. Kind of be a bit of a nuisance.
Yeah, so these Marines are all still completely naked. Meanwhile, Tang has, at the very least, Roach speed upgraded, so he'll be able to pick and choose his engagements very nicely, but this Roach Warren is being under threat now.
Yeah.
But Tang has such a supply lead.
Yeah, quite a few Roaches and some Hydras starting to mix in, too. whenever Tang wants to, he could probably pounce on your army without too many regrets.
When does Tang want to do this?
Stim is about 50 seconds out, so Tang has a bit of a window where these units will do well.
This is such a big supply for Tang. 160 supply now. Broodling's coming in. Goodness.
Playing it very careful, does not want to risk losing this army in a bad fight.
Oh, Tang wants to go for it. Bombing the concave.
I don't know if he's going to be able to break this, though. There's quite a few Marines in there, and the tanks are still sitting on the back line, relatively unhurt. He's starting to push through the Marine count now, but that was a fairly good trade for the Terran player, for sure. Only lost a couple of his tanks and has more on the way to siege up.
I think Tang waited just a little bit too long there as Stim finished during the middle of that fight, so Stim was able to go off there and assist during that, and still 2 tanks are alive here. So these guys are going to be putting in their work, and the Widowmine is still alive back here as well somehow, so...
Yeah.
Supply still in Tang's favor though.
The longer this goes on, I think the better it is for Tang. But now Terran's pulling the boys, and I bet you Tang will grab all of his. Here we go.
Boys on boys action. Oh my god.
The Hydralisks are slowly pushing through, but there's just no more meat shield approaches. And there are so many medevacs, up to 9, keeping this force alive. Tang's supply lead is gone.
Yeah, he's still got the worker lead though, but I have a gold base, so my income is still keeping up with Tang, and the natural does fall now for Tang, so his reinforcements are going to be coming in from 2 different sides, which is nice, but at the same time it's also pretty awkward to time that engagement. And what army does he actually have? It's 9 roaches.
Yeah, roaches are not that good. The 4 tanks alone will probably keep them at bay for quite a while.
Now stimming up into the main base. Combat shields have finished up. 5 tanks here. I don't think I still know about this 3rd base actually. No, I have no idea.
It's alright, he has no clue of any of your bases still, so...
Yeah, Tang is now finally sending this Overlord in at the bottom thinking, hang on a minute. What?
Yeah.
Something's up.
And 5 tanks just makes it very hard to get past this. Pulling drones from every angle, Roach is coming in, trying to clean up what he can, but... Tang GG's.
Yeah, as I finally re-expand to my main for base 3.
Yeah. That was an interesting game.
Yeah, that's why we scout. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, if Tang had seen either of those gold bases, you would have been dead.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like.
I mean, I did the same thing to Casey, and he made 12 lings and A moves, and I was like, yeah. Yeah, so any All-In members have cool replays that they want to have casted, it's allin.replays@gmail.com. Send those in, and we'll cast them soon TM. Alright. That was game 1. Let's try this one. Game 2 of this random batch that I picked out. This is... oh, it's this year, January 13th. It's going to be Sinistar versus Barcode. Back for round 2.
As a Protoss this time, though.
Arguably his best race.
Yeah. CVP, probably Sinister's worst matchup from what I heard last, but it's been quite a while since I've heard him bitch about it.
Yeah, more recently he's been having much better time with it, but at this time of in the past he did not enjoy ZVP, that's for sure.
And spawning in the 9 o'clock position on Catalina, we have the Red Zerg from All In, Sinistar. And spawning in the 12 o'clock position of Catalina, the blue Protoss Barcode.
Is Lily Lille.
I wasn't even going to try. Didn't go for that one.
Don't worry, I looked like a fool and you did not, so good job.
Excellent. Well played. Pylon on the high ground. Probably going to see a gateway expansion.
Yeah, looks to be the case. Very safe opening here. He can fully wall off this ramp if shenanigans are afoot. But it doesn't look like shenanigans are afoot as of yet for Sinistar. He's going to be droning up. I would imagine getting a pool around 14, maybe a hatchery first even. I don't know if he goes hatch first or pool first back in these days. I know nowadays he just likes to like 9 pool Protosses.
Oh, no wonder he wins.
Yeah, that's why I stopped moaning about it.
I figured he had some sort of build for him. No, but looks like he's gonna hatch first.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's not moving. He's not moving to take a spot. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, a bit late on the pool, but that's economical. And actually, this is going to be one of those sneaky cannon rushes. He sent out... Oh my god, this Protoss is blind cannon rushing. He's put a pylon on this bottom base, looking to see if he's here. Going to cancel this pylon. God. Yeah, this is your dedicated cannon rusher right here.
Yeah. Sinistar is smart. He's keeping that second Overlord over his natural, so he'll know if any shenanigans happen.
Does he see? He doesn't see.
What? Oh my lord, one of these guys. Oh, nicely played. He's able to snag that worker.
Yeah, so Sin flies into the base here, and he should be seeing the forge very shortly. He does see the high ground forge, so that's sneaky cannon rush right there. But this low ground cannon, it's gonna be nearly walled in here, I believe. I think that's like one drone can maybe attack that.
Yeah, looks like one drone will be able to get in there, but it's gonna be very hard to kill that cannon. And now Sinistar should see the high ground pylon, and he does, and immediately is pulling workers, but he does not know about that one on the low ground, and that's gonna be very painful for him.
Yeah, and that will be finishing up very shortly. Go. He's just going to focus down this pylon by the looks of things. This pylon gets down. Nope. Get that probe? Okay. I think this is going to be a hold. It's going to cost, but it's going to be a hold. Oh. Okay.
Alright.
That's kind of a hold.
Probe moving out again, though, so this guy is not done.
Yeah, this probe was a bit late, arguably. He should have been sent out as soon as his success was questionable instead of as soon as the failure happened. But he's queued up another pylon on this high ground, but these flank crawlers are going to be finished up in time to deal with that. So the only problem that Sin has now, really, to be honest, is this gas. But he has a queen in here just slowly poking away at it, and he could just take the gas in the natural if he needs gas, so probably not even a problem at this stage.
Yeah. I mean, he's got at least one, he's got 3 available extractors to him. Isn't going to be too bad.
And this barcode Protoss is opted for the double gas into not have anything to spend gas on build. So now he throws down his gateway.
Brilliant.
There's another probe going to the 6:30. So build a Nexus there, of course.
Okay. Alright. Yep, and this... Fine crawlers are doing work, they're pushing this cannon down. And we seem to have kinda stabilized here.
Yeah.
For a second.
I mean, Sin doesn't yet see a natural.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna see Proxy Oracle. Or some sort of proxy tech like that.
I mean, it's gotta be, right? This is like your average team game Protoss right here. It's gonna be like the Proxy Void Ray, Proxy Dark Templar, Proxy Oracle, Proxy Carrier, Proxy Tempest. Tempest might be cool here, because they've got all this dead space.
Yeah, that would be interesting. This is a simulator still just taking up that queen's time.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting. I'm curious to see what Sinistar's follow-up to this is, because he's only taken the 1 gas now. Or, it's only finishing now, so he hasn't had blink speed or anything like that.
He's fully walled his main in with 3 cannons. Oh dear.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Then flies the Overlord in and he's like, huh. There's nothing here. Cool. Yep.
Yeah. He's got the Cyber Core, so what tech is he going to choose? He's got 400 gas, so he can choose anything.
He doesn't have the minerals though, because he's been too busy building pylons and cannons in various places of the map, so... Yeah.
Yep. Stargate. There we go. Proxy down here.
Of course.
Or hidden down here.
You know what's better than 1 Stargate? 2 Stargates. Arguably twice as good as 1 Stargate.
Yeah. This is... I'm waiting for the third. I think it's going to happen.
But Sin is playing so safe. He's got 4 queens, which is arguably borderline too many for ZVP, but queens are really good against weird stuff. They're very versatile. He's going to be spreading creep with those. He's got the Spore Crawlers already in position because he knows that weird stuff is afoot. He doesn't yet know what the weird stuff is. He's rallying these 2 Overlords through the base, and he's going to see nothing.
No.
Which is information, but...
Yeah.
I mean, even if these players are quote-unquote dumb, they're not dumb enough to be in... I would assume this was Diamond League, I didn't check, and not know that they need to spend their money. Like, they can't just sit in here with 1 Stalker and do nothing until they lose the game. Yeah, Boo Radley saying, this is a pretty Protoss. It is what I would describe as a hashtag Protoss. Maybe a hashtag Diamond Protoss.
And we're going to have some Void Rays coming out now. This is... I had someone do this to me, and it was painful, but it was, like, not the worst thing.
Yeah, I mean, Sin has queens.
Yeah. My best bet is he's gonna get 4 of them, rush in, and...
I mean, that is what you're looking at. You're looking at nothing.
Piece it together, Sin.
Gonna grab a Overlord Speed and an Overseer, and he's gonna go ahead and do another pass and make sure that he did see nothing, which is correct. I'd like to see him really use this Overlord on the bottom of the map and just maybe send that around, maybe turn that into an Overseer or wait for Overlord Speed and rally that around, but he's gonna go for a Spire now. So that's gonna be nice. He's just gonna maybe fly a couple of Mutas in and just like kill this base for free, because there's 1 Stalker there.
Yeah, but here we go. 4 Void Rays with charge. I believe can force down that Nexus or that layer in time. If he chooses to do that, or if he's just gonna harass.
Oh my goodness! Overcharge on the. That's what a waste.
Yeah, that's a huge waste. So now he's just gonna try and take down the spawning pool. That'd be annoying, but I don't think he's gonna get this layer. 4 queens, a spore, push most of this back.
I mean, that will...
Overseer comes zooming in.
Yeah. The spawning pool does stop queens from being produced, so that'll be quite annoying. But
yeah.
And it will stop Spore Crawlers as well, but queens are so good at killing Void Rays. I mean, they had to run. They're now checking every base on the map, that's nice.
Yeah, and these roaches could pretty much just walk in here and kill off a lot of this... Oh no, he's got a lot more cannons now.
Of course. Better charge up and do 6 extra damage to the armoured units, but queens are not. First queen going to go down though, the second queen is going to fall as well, and a couple of these Void Rays are quite weak now. One of them with 7 life even. I'd really like to see Sin dive in and kill that one off. There we go, going to pick that one off. Hopefully a few more of them as well.
Kind of messed up his target fire a little bit, but he's going to get 2 more out of this.
Maybe?
Maybe not.
Oh, yeah.
There
Turn around.
Oh, and now there are mutas on the way. Roach is running in here and dying valiantly.
Hopefully these mutas go across the map to the 12 o'clock position and start harassing there. They can kind of fight Void Rays, but it's not really cost effective, but they will be able to dive in and get this weak one before turning around. Again, of course, charging up to kill the armoured units that mutas are not.
Remember, if the laser is bigger, it clearly does more damage.
I mean, it's not the size of your laser, though, it's what you do with it, right?
Touche.
I mean...
Ben's building up a 6 meter flock now.
Third Stargate, the transition into Phoenixes. I mean, I guess that's a fairly valid play from Barcode at this stage. If you were on, like, a base count that's reasonable, I'd really like to see him just go ahead and, you know, take his natural.
Yeah. I think he kind of hit the magic number of Void Rays here, where he can kill off most ground units pretty easily. No structure stands in his way, and all that he has to deal with is these Phoenix. Or these Muta, excuse me.
Yeah, so Sin is just going to dive in, and to be honest, I don't mind him losing all these Mutas for this, because these probes are locked in, so he can just focus fire these all down, and I think he should stay and kill them all, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to lose all those, though, because you have no deterrent then for your Protoss who's building the Golden Fleet, or Golden Armada, over here.
It's true, Phoenix is coming out 3x3, a couple more cannons here, because why the hell not?
Yeah. I mean, Sin is just producing Mutas and Queens at this point. And some drones, of course. I'd love to see him take a 4th base. He's kind of got the money to.
Yeah, I'd like to see that as well. Or maybe just like 11 billion squad crawlers, that would work too. But these Mutas are not going to cut it against Phoenixes. Queen supporters, they're on the high ground.
Queens could pick off a couple Void Rays that are sitting out of position, but don't try to do it. So now we're just going to spore up our natural, and yeah. Is this where the skill hosts come into play?
Skill hosts? I mean, they'd be useful, I guess, but I think just Queens are going to be able to cut it just fine here. Actually, Sin's going to take this engagement, overcharging, of course, because why the hell not? Bigger lasers, right? Nice transfuses going down on the Queens. The Mutas all get evaporated, but so do most of the Void Rays, and I mean, he clearly lifts, but what's that going to do? Void Rays aren't going to cut it.
He lifts the Queens up and just kind of delays the inevitable. Transfuse is still coming down here. But now all that's left is Phoenix. And Phoenix...
they shoot up.
Yeah.
I don't think Barcode is going to do much more here.
Yeah, I mean, he's down to 4 Phoenix, which is the magic number to kill a Queen.
I don't blame him.
Oh, no, I don't either. And then we have Hydralists out, so any sort of Void Rays are now going to get melted because, you know, light units don't die to the charge, very good DPS, all those good things.
Really like to see these minerals get offloaded. I guess he's still pumping out Queens where he can, so that's nice, and he's rebuilding his lair because he lost that, rebuilding his 3rd. Yeah, just throw down a 4th base or something, like a hidden base. Take a note out of this guy's book. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, I mean, this Protoss has only shown he knows one avenue of attack, and that's through the main. So taking that 4th base would be pretty smart here. Got it well defended with this wall of spore crawlers already.
I'll be honest, if it was me, I'd take his natural.
Well, yeah, but you're also the one who 6 pools of Terran on for fun, pretty much.
This is true, I suppose. These Void Rays are gonna do a lot.
Holy lord. Oh, there's only 6, never mind.
They're very good at looking dramatic, but these Hydras are gonna just completely evaporate everything, because he's lifting the Queen instead of the Hydras. If he lifted the Hydras, this would be a lot more one-sided, but...
Yeah. And now he's kind of trapped. He's gonna lose... He loses 4 Void Rays, and he's got Phoenix, which are gonna do okay against a small number of Hydra, but as this number grows, they're just gonna get evaporated.
Yeah, I'd like to see Sin use these 2 Mutas to go back and harass the Barcode's main again, as the one Stalker is no longer. He's not in there anymore.
Yeah, he didn't even build a cannon in the mineral line to try and stop that again.
I mean, he can afford 10 cannons, and of course he's gonna build an off-position Nexus, and I guess what would be his 3rd base. This is where you drop creepers, Sin. Sign of dominance. He's gonna lose these 2 Void Rays to Hydras. I don't think Sin can engage this base though. There is a lot of cannons and 2 first one overcharges.
Yeah, there's a lot of Hydra. He's kind of just trying to bait a fight, I think. Oh, and he's just going for this 3rd base. He's gonna pull the Protoss over and just gonna win.
What a stupid game.
Okay.
That's the thing. Alright, cool. Yeah, so if in doubt, build Queens. Yeah?
Queen, good unit.
Yeah, Sin called that when cheese fails. Which
Yeah.
I suppose is correct. Let's have another game on Castle.
Ooh, fun. I actually like Catalina. It was one of my favorite maps on the old pool.
That last game was a bit more of a brain fail than a my cheese failed, though.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got a TVZ, we got a fruit potato game. Fruit potato games are always good.
Yep. Alright, and spawning in the 12 o'clock position of Catalina, we have the red Zerg, Ryza?
Okay, he spawned into the game late. I was wondering if he was going to 6-pull there, but he spawned into the game late.
Oh.
A little
yeah,
bit more forgivable as Zerg, as we have 3 lava there, but...
Yeah. And spawning at the 9 o'clock position, we have the blue Terran from All Inspiration, we have Fruit Potato. So, has Fruit Potato still been doing his normal 3 base opener, or has he been mixing it up?
More recently, he's been mixing it up, but I believe this was January-ish, this game. I didn't actually check the date, but
Okay.
this might be back when he was still doing like 2 base tank all-ins and that kind of shenaniganry. So if we see a CC first, I'm just going to straight call the 2 base tank all-in, and actually he's queued up SCVs already, so yeah, it's going to be the CC first.
Yep. And looks like our Zerg is probably going to go hatch first, if I had to bet.
I would assume so. Maybe rallying that drone somewhere soon. He could throw down a spawning pool now if he wants, but he would have done that by now, so it's going to be a hatch first.
Yeah. Oh, okay, there we go. There goes the drone for the hatchery.
Nice. There goes the SCV for the CC. It's going to be on the high ground. Nice and safe. He made a little star with his... That was cool to do that.
I always make an A for fun.
Evidently, I need to learn my move command paint skills.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be a spawning pool here soon for Ryza, I would hope. I mean, he could get away with 3 hatch before pool if he's a map hacker, but he's not. So actually he's going to go gas before pool, so he would be annoyed by any kind of Reapers coming in here. As his spawning pool would only finish at around, 4:10, and Reapers would come in probably around the same time. So there'd be around 25 seconds of time here when he would be harassed by a Reaper, but no Reaper coming from Fruit Potato, so good job by Ryza for predicting ladder opponent.
Yep. Fruit Potato getting gas. Barracks, pretty standard out of him. I'd imagine he's going to go into a factory and get Hellions right away.
If this is the build, the 2 base tank build, he will probably get 2 Hellions just for scouting, and then go into 2 mines and do a Widow Mine drop, and then go into a few tanks and push with like 3 tanks or something like that.
Okay.
That being said, Fruit Potato is more than capable of doing a bunch of other stuff off of the CC first, but as this is an older replay, maybe not back then.
Yeah. Both players just kind of building some economy out of this. I'd like to see Ryza go for a 3rd base relatively soon. He knows his opponent expanded quickly, so he's safe for the minute, but...
He's still mining gas, so he's gone for the other alternative, the Casey alternative, possibly, if there's a Baning nest soon. But maybe a layer, as he's gone up to 100 gas now?
Yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah, we'll see. We should see relatively soon, as his gas... yep, there's the Baneling nest.
Now, the Casey alternative.
Yeah, it looks like it. He's kind of... Looks like he's going to hold off saturation here, get these overlords out, and build 4 drones and make me look like an idiot.
Yeah, now he's going to go into a few lanes. What is Fruit Potato doing? He is flying his factory to the wrong side of the map. There we go. Go back to your reactor. Going to be throwing down a tech lab on this rack side, imagine. And actually, he's going to opt for the starport here. So maybe not a 2 base tank build. He's going to be possibly going for the Banshees here.
It looks like it with that tech lab right next to the starport.
Hmm.
And against what his opponent's doing, it's not the worst thing in the world if he can hold this ramp.
Well, the Banelings are already morphing in, and it's a medevac coming out of that starport, so it's going to be the Widowmine drop. So he's going to have 2 Hellions and 2 Widowmines and 3 Marines against all of this, and he sees it now. Oh, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Run!
Oh, he's gonna see.
Run, boys! Buy time!
Oh, he is gonna buy a little bit of time, take out a Baneling in the process. There's still like 30 more, but
so this low ground needs to be completely evacuated. Run, get into the main, good. He retreats to the main. He needs to build like the Great Wall of China up on this high ground. Gonna be using the...
yeah,
Forgetting, have we casted this game before?
it feels like it.
Yeah. We may have already casted this replay earlier today on Iron Fortress. That's a little bit of a risk opening the door there.
Yeah, it's ballsy as hell, but pays off for him. Oh, this Widowmine's gonna get a juicy shot.
I think the
Oh, it
Lings are
still
going to
gets
be able to
in.
run now. There
Yeah.
we go.
They still get in, and there's only 2 Marines here to fight these. So this is gonna do quite a bit of damage as he runs back to the safety of the Widowmines.
Yeah, there's 4 Marines. He's going to have to run those into the bunker and get some repair on that bunker. Actually, the Widowmine from downtown, going up to 21 kills there, and actually that's all the Lings in the main cleaned up.
Yeah, there's a few more in the natural, but he's not going to be able to get in as this second Widowmine rearms. And Fruit Potato's not building units, though. He's kind of building a couple Marines, but that's like all he has.
Meanwhile, back at home, Riser has decided, okay, I've done the damage. I'm going to take a 3rd base, get a layer, hopefully build a wave of drones, and Fruit Potato's just going to Widowmine drop. I do like this.
Right.
Apply some counter pressure. He's feeling safe. He's got 6 Marines. I can hold.
Yeah, I would have waited for another round of Widowmines, but that's just me.
Yeah, I think I would have done as well. Oh, he's gonna get a
Ryzen
tank.
knows about this. He saw that medevac fly out over his links, and he's well prepared for this.
Oh yeah, he's got all the Lings here. He doesn't have any detection though. He's gonna have to kill the mines before they land. Or before they burrow.
With Banelings here as well, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Well, let's see if he spots this.
Just doesn't follow the medevac, which he's currently not doing. Why can't my Terrans be like this?
Or your Zergs, rather.
Or, yeah. Yeah. Why can't my Terrans be like this Zerg, is what I was trying to say.
Well, that's a lot of drones going down there. That's, yep, 7 drones killed, so evening up the workers killed there, and emergency spore crawlers are being built, but I think...
He doesn't know about the one in the main. Or he does, and he's just not choosing to care? I'm not sure. Oh, he's got these overseers here. So he'll clean that up quite quickly.
Oh, is it going to go off? No, the one in the natural? Oh, so close. If they get a second shot, that's just, like, fantastic. Not going to be the case, though. And Fruit Potato does stabilize. He gets the medevac out, which is nice. He gets the nice scout as well. So he sees, with this Widowmine drop, what did he see? He sees the Baning Nest, obviously, the layer, and he sees 2 gases have been taken. So I guess he's not massively worried about mutas coming in anytime soon.
Yeah. Probably, he didn't see the, what are these things called? Evolution chambers, that's right. I play Zerg, totally. He didn't see those, but they're only getting +1 armor, or weapons currently, so it's not too much of a defeat, and he's getting, I think he has an engineering bay if I'm not mistaken.
He does. I don't think he's gotten an upgrade yet. If he's going to keep to this build order, it gets +1 attack, and that's all it can really afford. But
Yeah.
not opting for that, obviously, as he was, previously, oh my god, there's 40 Lings in my natural, what do I do, type mode, so I guess that's forgivable.
Yeah.
This Zerg is droned up reasonably well. I don't think he should drone up any more, though. Hard for him to tell.
I don't think the Terran, he thinks the Terran can push out anytime soon.
But he will
Or
do.
Relatively, yeah, he will be. But he thinks he's done enough damage to keep the Terran back till he gets this 3rd going. And I don't think he's scouted since that attack. Yeah, all he knows about is what this Overlord's seeing.
I mean, he sees Marines that are 1-1 with no combat shields, and he sees a siege tank, and he sees some medevacs, and he sees the gas timings. That's quite a lot of information. He could probably infer that there might be a third command center because of the late gases. And there is actually one going down, and there's a few turrets going down as well. So I think Fruit Potato was planning for a 2-base tank all-in, but he's transitioning off of this into a 3rd base, which is valid. Getting this medevac out for a scout again.
Yeah. Does he have baneling speed for these guys, or should?
No, he doesn't.
That's a bit of a mistake for Ryza, especially this late into the game. He needs to have that.
Well, hopefully it's coming down soon. It looks like he's maybe banking up gas for meters when the Spire pops, but that's going to be a full minute away or so. He can afford to throw a few hundred gas into baning speed now and have that in time for any kind of attacks coming. That would be really nice to have.
Yep. It looks like he's sending a bit of a ling attack around. Or... oh no, he's just gonna defend this 4th from any drops.
That's nice. Good to have.
Yep.
Must realize now. I think he must think he started baning speed at this stage.
Yeah.
Which is the most annoying mistake ever. I hate pulling that one. I do it so much.
Yeah. He'll only notice it when... yep, there it goes. He's just now noticed it. Getting +1 weapons as well. And he's still going to be able to produce about 10, 11 mutas when the Spire finishes. Assuming he has the larva too, which he does.
Yeah, and he can put all 4 of the rest of that lava into a few lings. I'd like to see a macro hatch come down, and along with this 4th base, maybe even 2 macro hatches at this stage, just to get rid of that mineral bank. If he does, he probably goes up to a solid 180 or 190 supply.
Yeah. Another queen. He's building some more drones. Like he looks like he wants to saturate that 4th a little bit at least and get that rolling.
That Hellion from the start of the game stayed alive. Whoa.
Wait, I thought it died a long time. Oh wow.
Still there? What a boss.
Yeah. Gonna be the hero of this game.
Well, let's see how long this Hellion... oh, he's transformed into a Hellbat, so he gets
wow.
to heal. What a boss.
Yeah.
Merits of keeping your Hellions alive. It's actually always worthwhile to keep those guys alive, because even one Hellbat is going to be worthwhile in this scenario compared to one Hellion.
Yeah. And Fruit Potato's been able to keep the supply count very close. He's only about 6 or 7 behind his opponent at any time. Even though his opponent has been a whole base ahead of him for quite some time now. And
Actually getting a few
Ryze is
meters there.
oh wow, even nicer.
Game has
Ryza's just
normalized.
not doing anything. He's just kind of like chilling.
Yeah, we'd like to see him spend these minerals on something, but he's putting a lot of money into tech, getting 2-2, and finally he gets the extra gases. You can't really afford all this tech without all these gas geysers, as we see his bank is going that.
Massive.
Yeah, like, there is value to making lings and stuff, so it'd be nice to see that happen.
Especially against your opponent going tank marine, like Ling Bling Muta can punish this very hard if he steps out even a little bit.
Yeah, Fruit Potato's loaded up 2 tanks in this drop. Flew right past an Overlord.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt quite a bit if it's able to get down.
Oh, he's just gonna land a little bit farther away, and looks like maybe do some kind of a split push, maybe half through the middle of the map and half towards the 4th, but these muses are in the main, but there's a lot of turrets, so they're gonna get repaired, hopefully, yeah, and the reinforcements are gonna be able to help out. Nice, that's way better than what I would have done.
Yeah, very, very nicely done by Fruit Potato, preparing that and getting those marines stemmed under it. Building even more turrets in true Fruit Potato fashion.
Very nice split push
Bit of a
here.
supply block, though.
Yeah, he's gonna be, well, he's not gonna be supply blocked anymore, as he's gonna be losing a few units for this upcoming engagement.
Yeah. Oh, very nice lift. He's using the tank to block the banelings. Drop on the high ground.
If cute terrain management there by Fruit Potato is what we always normally see from him, as he's now going to be sieging up this low ground 4th base potential area from Ryza as he's got a drop in the main, and actually he's going to focus the spawning pool down. He might even get the Baneling Nest very shortly afterwards, but I think Ryza is going to be more worried about this giant force sieging up on his creep.
Yeah, this is a horrible position to let Terran get into.
He does clean up the main, which is nice, so he only has this one area to deal with now, and is he going to be able to snipe these tanks? It looks like he's going to go for one tank, which is pretty nice. Maybe get a medevac. Nope, not quite. Going to lose a few muses. No, he's going to go back for it. Okay, lose. No, he doesn't get it still! So many muses going down for that one medevac. Oh no.
Yeah. He's morphing a lot of banelings here, trying to see if he can just bust up this ramp. But Fruit Potato has a 30 supply lead, and a very good position as well. Like, this is not an easy position to break with just Link Bane.
I mean, he can that's probably going to be enough banelings to bust through this, but it is not going to be cost effective whatsoever. That being said, if he spent his 7,500 mineral bank,
oh my lord,
you would be able to bust through this even easier. So here comes the engagement now from Ryza. He's going to be rolling all these banelings in. See how well Fruit Potato splits. Actually, he puts a lot of banelings on the tanks there, and a lot of the Marines are still alive.
Yeah, Fruit Potato was able to split very well on top of that, keeping a lot of Marines at the back and forcing almost one-to-one trades. Now he's going to go back in for the lair. Meanwhile, he's attacking the 4th base with a nice little Marine Marauder push. Going to kill that off. The main base drop still hasn't gone in quite yet, but it looks like he's going too soon.
I mean, there's no rush.
Yeah, no, he's kind of busy at the 4th base, but... And
Oh, that's still alive!
Is it really?
It's still alive!
Oh my lord.
Wow! What a boss!
He hasn't killed anything though, he's just kind of like hiding in the back.
Got a kill.
Yeah, but that's from the earlier.
Okay, that's true. Well... Yeah. Okay. He's a bit of a
He's
coward.
just been cowering. That drop got pushed back, the mutas came along and finally were able to sweep that up. Now they're gonna fly into it and do a little bit of damage.
A lot of muses going down there. Some nice focus fire from Fruit Potato. Gets a couple of muses there. He's going to be securing this 4th base, making that into a planetary. I'd like to see a few turrets there, just in case the mutas decide to go over there. It's probably going to be more of an annoyance than anything else at this stage, but... Ryza has some issues. This is a large Terran army moving out, and there's... How much ground army is there? There's 50 lings, a few banelings. I mean, there's still 7,500 minerals here. Oh no.
Yeah, his supply count is just getting ever higher, and this tank position is even worse than the last one. For the Zerg, it's just not going to be able to get on top of those tanks easily.
Yeah, that's going to be painful. Cleaning up this creep. There's a few lings and banelings, but Fruit Potato's already nicely split. Marauders at the front. Most of his Marines are at the back. The Hellbat's still there, because what a boss.
Yep. Oh, he's going to get dropped in the... Oh, no, he missed the drop by just a hair, but... Right now he's going in the main. And these mutas, just there is no way for them to get on top of those tanks. They tried very hard and lost quite a few in the process.
Yeah, I mean, if Ryza just had... He could max out on lings and flood through this, but he's not.
He's just not going to top with his injects all game. All his queens that are alive have full health, full energy, with the exception of this one in the main, which is relatively new.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. Macro hatches are really good, guys. Pro tip: build macro hatches. They let you spend money.
Yeah. Fruit Potato is just kind of playing with him at this point, running into the main like that. He's gonna pick off one tank, but that's not the end of the world.
I mean,
there's like 5 more.
Yeah, this is Ryza's problem to deal with, not Fruit Potato's. Fruit Potato has the squad on the bottom there, ready to move in on this 4th base, which he is going to right now. Spending a bit of the squad to go kill some creep, the rest is going to go for the base. And if Ryza wants to go deal with that, he'll have to use the majority of his army, which means Fruit Potato can then edge forward even more on this left side. It's going to be really annoying. So much multitasking now from Fruit Potato, cleaning up creep everywhere.
Yeah, and Fruit Potato is giving up this position. He's lost all the tanks. I think he's just going to kind of regroup and shove. At this
stage, yeah, he just can.
Yep, here he goes, grabbing pretty much everything and going down the middle.
95 Marines!
Oh my god.
So much! And they're 3-3 because it's time to get high-sec auto tracking and building armor. Gonna be dropping in the main here, setting up those tanks. I mean, Ryza does have some banelings, but he needs more.
Yeah, a lot more, because these are already pre-split. Like,
oh, Bat died. Oh. Yeah, such a long lifespan.
Yeah. I mean, Fruit Potato he's been abusing this position all game. The Zerg cannot easily stop these attacks.
Yeah, I mean, once again, he's going to try and engage these mutas with the... Well, Marines with the mutas, and he will be able to take that trade, but it is a trade. You really want to be keeping mutas alive. How many mutas have died this game? 38. Ouch. That is a lot. Yeah. Somehow, though, Ryza has got 5 out during all of this.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got nothing he can do with it. He's got only minerals, which is great for Zerglings, or drones, or queens.
Not building any drones. Got 32 drones on this 4th base that keeps getting dropped.
He's not building anything. He's got all this larva. Or, so he's always had some larva, but he's only building the gas units.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Zerglings is still good.
These drones don't know what they're about to get into. They just got down here and they're about to die.
I think they're going to be able to be pulled away in time, but there's another drop in the 3rd base, and they've got to be pulled away as well, so they can go to the natural mine, but there's only 115 minerals left there, so... Oh no, this is going to be painful.
Oh yeah, he's killing all those drones. They're just sitting there. Pulls a couple Zerglings and is going to fight with the drones. So clean this up, no problem, but there's still, all this stuff sitting on the 4th base to be killed.
So much stuff here. I mean, Fruit Potato's been having a bank for a while now, but that's because he's been maxed for most of this game at this stage. He's just kind of been waiting for Ryza to make a mistake so he can pounce, well, a micro mistake so he can pounce a little bit more. I like that he's not overly committing and just like rushing in. He could well, and he could remax, but that's how he loses this game, is if he accidentally makes a mistake and loses this army somehow. So I like that he's being cautious.
Yeah, definitely a good trait to have. I'd like to see him move up a little bit more, at least kind of push his advantage. He's kind of been sitting in the same spot for quite some time, giving Ryza room to breathe. Is he going to tech to something out of this, or is he just going to continue with the tank marine? You think he'd want to have some sort of follow-up already?
Well, he's got the gas for battle cruisers.
Ah.
That would be cool. Thors would be nice, because actually these mutas have been annoying. But I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Right, yeah. And I mean, Ryza has to kind of just sit back and pray for Potato gives him the time to, build some units. Which he's been doing thus far. Potato's now moving down and taking another base.
Yeah, why not?
Spam wherever he wants at this point.
I think you maybe start doing large drops as Fruit Potato. He has 6 medevacs, so maybe like a full drop in the main, a full drop in the 4th at the same time. And maybe actually use all 6 medevacs and drop everywhere all at the same time.
Yeah, I think so. This also might be the time to kind of start removing some of the SCVs from your supply count. Got 67. Well, I guess 67 is a pretty good number to have. Don't want to go too much below that, but with him building extra orbitals, he could afford to get rid of some of those and use mules and buff up this army even more.
Ryza is now attempting some muta harass, which is going to be nice. And actually, these turrets are only guarding the one flank of this 4th base, so they'll be able to kill all these SCVs if they want. But I think as soon as Fruit Potato realizes the mutas are gone, he'll start dropping everywhere and maybe push onto creep a little bit more. still harassing this fourth base. I mean, to be honest, that's all he really needs to do for the most part, is keep denying this fourth base. I really like this game plan.
Yeah, it's Fruit Potato's playing it by the book for a Terran Marine tank style. Rise is going to take a lot of damage killing off this base.
Yeah.
I mean, Fruit Potato has units in position to cut off these mutas if he wants. But he's going to choose not to and just kind of use this as an opportunity to clear some more creep, step up a little more.
Props to Ryza for staying in this as long as you have, but
yeah.
So where you go from here? I think the damage has been done from not spending that 8,000 mineral bank.
Yeah, he's finally burning through it only because he's had to rebuild this hatchery so many times this game. Fruit Potato's gonna kill it again.
Why not?
Oh, no, Rise is able to react in time. I mean, Fruit Potato seeing this whole army down here should take this opportunity to move up into the natural, right?
He could do. I think the main thing is just having... I'd like to see Fruit Potato maybe have a Marine patrolling these bottom 4 bases. Just to make sure that there's no, like, hidden base, surprise, there's 10 Ultralisks type scenario. Here we go, here's the Unseed. I think he's going to move forward now. He realizes that he can begin to pressure a little bit more.
Yeah.
Time is now.
I like this. Moving the tanks down first to kind of... If the Zerg pounces, he can kite back easily without being stuck on that ramp.
Yep, he has moved forward an inch. He's set up a bit of a patrol, so the Marines will kind of split themselves a little bit. And,
wow.
Yeah.
That was like half of Rise's army right there that just died.
Yeah. Going to be cleaning up some of this straggling creep in the middle of the map. Sniping that Baneling first, very nice. He's going to be able to clean out most of these lings. And that means that I think now Fruit Potato can just stim into the natural for the most part and go for the win, but... I mean, he's been patient about this already. This is kind of like old school 4-Zane level play.
Yeah.
I mean, it works.
2.0. It definitely does, yeah. He's just going to eventually reach the point where his opponent can't build anything. Which he's kind of gotten to. I mean, there's still like 100 minerals in his natural. The third base is gone. If he drops the fourth base again, that's dead, obviously. Yeah, I mean, Fruit Potato kind of is just playing super safe.
Yeah, nice save on those 2 tanks, making sure they don't die to the muses there.
Yeah.
And he's going to keep pushing forward. Eventually he's going to be on top of the natural, but I like that he's barely stepping onto creep this whole time, because Zergs normally don't want to step off creep, so that's really safe.
Yeah.
Quite a reliable way to play this game.
Yeah, and him stepping on creep is like giving the Zerg a green light and say, just go for as much as you can, because it gives you so much of a boost to be able to get that wrap around with Banelings.
Yeah. So a couple of Thors now coming out for Fruit Potato. That's probably going to be the final push he needs. He can just not care about the mutas anymore, and probably he'll just leave the Thors by the tanks and move most of his Marines into aggressive positions at that stage, I would guess, because they're +2 Thors, so they'll 2-shot mutas that come close. I think they'll do it with the +1 carapace as well that these mutas have as well, but I'm not entirely sure on that.
Yeah, I don't think the carapace really affects it that much. If it were +2 carapace, yeah, I don't think the +1 will affect it. But Fruit Potato's just going to do another run by down here and kill off his fourth base. He's been able to push into this natural quite well with just a few Marines and a Marauder.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to rush in and lose everything, right? Because those guys will eventually kill everything if left unhindered.
Yep, Thor is here and it immediately drives the mutas home. Just, you don't want to fight that right now.
Oh yeah, Ryza is slowly bleeding out. He's doing a really good job of not dying, but I think that's a little bit too late this game.
I think Fruit Potato's kind of gifted him his not death.
Maybe.
He's been very patient and not even trying to jump on Ryza when he gets a chance. Like right now, he could be moving up into that natural quite hard, because that's the entire army. But
Yeah.
he's just playing it safe and doesn't want to lose to a flank or something.
He's bringing a lot of his forces in there now. Going to be cleaning out that natural, killing off most of the muses now, and actually these banelings are going to be a bit of a surprise. Oh, yep. Most of that force in the natural gets cleaned out, but the reinforcements are stimming across the map, or nearly stimming across the map. 3 Thors. That's going to be painful.
Yeah, 3 Thors is going to make it very hard to kill now. And these Marines are still... Yeah, and Rise just, he knows it's over.
Wow, what an epic. So, yeah, looking at the units lost tab before we leave, that's the cost effectiveness there of not just trading on creep. Trading on creep is a valid way to play, but you can be passive as well if you want.
Yeah, and fruit potato passive, the passive play fits him a lot better. Having practiced against him quite a bit, he's very good at slowly manipulating you until you die.
Alright. Well, that's those 3 games done. You want to keep going? Want to take a break?
I'd say take a break. We got the all kill coming up pretty quickly, right?
I think the all kill thing is
The time thing on the website says it's at 7 o'clock my time, which is 1 hour from now. The one he linked. I don't know if that's correct or not, though.
Okay, alright. I guess we'll stop here then. We'll probably be... We might be casting that all kill, so stream might be on a bit later again. The all kill thing, I believe, is aimed at platinums and diamonds, which conveniently is the vast majority of the team right now. But basically just show up online and on TeamSpeak and we'll figure out what we're doing when we know who's here. So yeah, it was great casting with you, Ian. We got through, what, like 10 games?
Something like that. We did quite a bit.
Yeah, so there's still plenty more to cast, so if people want to cast games, let me know. Drop me a note. If people want to have their games casted, send those in as well to allin.replays@gmail.com, and we will get to them soon, TM.
I think I linked that right.
Yeah, that looks right. Alright, well, we will see you guys next time.
Later.